So they can come after me, they can call me names, they can send the drag queens out to try to attack me. I don't care. We'll take them on because you know what? I'm a woman and they're not.
That was Republican candidate for governor Kari Lake insulting drag queens, a new target for Lake and her fellow Republicans. What Kari Lake doesn't tell her audience is that she was a big fan of drag queens and good friends with the queen of Phoenix drag queens, Barbra Seville. Richard Stevens is the entertainer who has performed as Barbra Seville for 20 years or more. He's well known here in Phoenix and was a friend to Kari Lake for much of that time. Welcome to Square Off.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm here.
Honestly, I can't believe you're here. I never saw this coming.
No one had this on their bingo card.
A week ago. You called out Kari Lake as a hypocrite on Facebook last weekend, and as they say, you had the receipts, and we're showing some of them, the images, the photos, text messages. Why did you decide to speak out, and now?
Kari was a friend of mine, and I've never seen that side of Kari, and I tried to make it clear that I reached out to Kari personally before I blasted her, because I wanted to hear what her point of view was. I wanted to hear where this was coming from. I wanted her to tell me, hey, I'm sorry I have to do this. Hey, my views have changed. But it's Pride Month, and you know there are a lot of people who have grown up feeling bad about themselves because they're gay or they're lesbian or they're trans, and I just said, this is enough. Let me speak up and tell the truth.
And she, I believe, was part reaction to a tweet she posted about keeping drag queens out of the classroom.
Yeah, she said, we're taking down flags and putting up rainbows. We took out guards and put in drag queens. I don't have time to take down flags. I'm busy. And I've never been in a school performing. It's a false controversy, and it's easier to talk about drag queens than it is to talk about her best friend, Donald Trump.
And so, talk about what you do. Many people may not know you. I actually did know of you. I've known of you for years. But what do you do? Being a drag queen, a performer, is your career?
Yeah, it's my full-time job, and I identify as Richard Stevens. That's who I am. And on stage, I'm Barbra Seville, sort of like Lady Gaga is Stephanie off stage, and when she hits the stage, she becomes this mother monsters type situation. With me, I make people laugh, I lip sync, I sometimes make commentary about things, but I do what I do to make people laugh and to make people feel good.
And so what does that identity mean to you and to the folks you perform for?
I didn't know what it meant to people until this all went down, and it's crazy. I know that I'm a hero to some people. I know that to some people I'm brave, but I just do what I do because I love it, and I know that it brings a smile to people's face. It brought a smile to Kari Lake's face. It brought a smile to her friend's face, and there's nothing dangerous about what I'm doing.
But when you hear words like pedophile, pervert being used, thrown out there over and over, what do you hear? What do you feel?
It doesn't feel good, and it's disingenuous. That's what hurts my feelings, and it makes people afraid of me. And I'm 6 foot tall and almost 200 pounds, so I can take on a lot if somebody wants to come at me. But there are people that are more vulnerable than me, and that's what I worry about when people start saying trans people or gay people are this or that. Because not everybody has the guts to stand up for themselves, and not everybody has the brawn to be able to fight back. And when you hear this, it's horrible, and it's not true, and she knows that it's not true, and that's why it hurt my feelings, and that's why I had to say something.
And so how do you know she knows it's not true?
Because I've spent 20 years in her life. We weren't best friends by any means, and I didn't mean to overstate my relationship with her, but it's true. I have maintained a relationship with her. I have text messages, I have direct messages. She contacted me personally to make sure I had her personal Facebook page. I've spent time with her. I know that that's not what she believes.
Are you sure of that? Because I think you wrote about or spoken about watching this right-wing, far-right turn she took. What did you see, and did you try to contact her?
I remember when she scored the interview with Donald Trump, and that's when I saw her turn. And that's a get. And people kind of booed her for doing it, and that's when I saw her turn. That's when I saw her move to the side, in my opinion. That's when I saw her stop engaging in social media. That being said, I still heard from her. I still talked to her. At one point, I got a message from her saying, I miss coming to your shows, but I'm afraid someone will throw a drink at me. And I said, hey, I get it. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. I reached out to her again after she launched her campaign. The Carizona ad, I thought it was brilliant. I'm a big fan of marketing, and I said, this is brilliant. And she wrote back, I know, right? I learned from the best. The reason I say that is I do a lot of that stuff. I say things like, Barbra Seville, my fans are civilians. It takes a civillage, Civilloween. So she knows that. She has T-shirts with my name and my face on it. She knows I understand marketing.
So I do want to share one of the statements Kari Lake issued in the past week. She says, Richard's accusations were full of lies. The issue we're talking about isn't adults attending drag shows. The issue is activists sexualizing young children, and that's got to stop. You pointed out she attended drag shows, and at least one of them, according to the images you provided, where there were children present.
Correct. So the thing here is that I've thought about this because I've had nothing else to think about. And there's only two scenarios here. Either Kari knows that I'm not a pedophile or that I am not a groomer, or she really believes I'm a groomer. And
you really think so?
Well, I don't know. She either knows that I'm not, or part of her believes that I am, and she's still brought me into her workplace, into her social circles, in front of her family. You know, and I don't know which one of those is more upsetting.
Yeah. If she were here with us right now, what would you say to her?
I would say, I hope you find some peace, and I hope that whatever it is that you're going for is worth the damage that you've done. Because it's not just me that she's thrown out of her life. I've heard it from a lot of people. And ambition is a dangerous thing. Power is incredible. Money is a lot, but you have to live with yourself at the end of the day. And I'm comfortable with what I've said and what I've done. And I can look myself in the mirror and know that I didn't have any malice in my heart. And I'm being myself, and I'm not hurting anybody. She's hurting people with her words. She's hurting me.
Richard Stevens, known to his fans as Barbra Seville, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.